Today I'm going to give you some tips on how to incorporate breathing into your Pilates practice. Breath is a very essential part of our Pilates movement. Most of our movement needs to be initiated from our breath, which helps us connect to our deep pelvic floor and those spinal stabilizers that we need to support the body and move from a stable position here. So I'm going to use some props. I will give some suggestions if you don't have a TheraBand or a ball. You can use a pillow or a yoga block for your head. A TheraBand, it's really nice because it's got this like elastic feel, but if you don't have that, you can use like a rope around your back when we do the kind of posterior breath exercise. That's the best suggestion for that one. These are also super cheap and affordable. I recommend getting one to help with all of your stretches at home. So we will start with side breathing. We'll be laying on your side. Pillow, yoga block, or ball will go underneath the head. You're gonna kind of curl up into a little tiny ball. You're trying to compress the abdomen here so that we don't move into our belly breath. And I want you to make a claw with your hand. It'll go on the outside of your rib cage here. Okay, now you're gonna take a nice big inhale in, and as you exhale, I want you to slide your hand down your rib cage so you're helping compress the rib cage here. Now keep the pressure and try to breathe into that hand. And again. Good. Another option is you can breathe in, let go, feel the rib cage expand out, and then exhale. Compress the abdomen. And again. Feel those ribs reaching up to the ceiling. Exhale. Good. So you can do that on both sides. Again, you're just trying to move the breath from the belly and the chest to the sides and backs of your ribs. Now we're going to work on our posterior breath here. So you're going to switch to the side. You'll take this TheraBand here. You'll wrap it around the back of your rib cage, and you'll hold on to each side here, just like this, between your thumbs. Okay, so you're gonna round forward. You're gonna place your head between your knees, and you're gonna pull on that TheraBand. So pull it forward. Good, so that you feel it stretched across the back of your ribs here. And I want you to breathe into that TheraBand. So you should feel it expand and get closer. If you don't feel this, stretch it out a little more. Good, breathing in. One more. Feel the TheraBand reaching away from your feet as you breathe in, and it comes closer to you as you breathe out. Good. Okay, so now that we've broken it up quite a bit, we know that we're trying to breathe out and backwards. You're going to come to seated and place your hands on the sides and backs of your ribs again. So here, now we're just changing the orientation of the body, trying to have that mind-body connection. So even though we were not on our side, we're still practicing that same thing. So here we go. We're going to breathe in. Just like we did before, you're compressing those ribs. Good, and then breathe out again. Good, let's practice the other one, where you breathe in. You let go. Feel that rib cage come closer together. One more. Good. All right, we're going to move on to our pelvic floor now. Your pelvic floor is a sling shape of muscles that holds your organs inside of you. It's also deeply connected to how we breathe and how we activate our abdominals. So making sure that that can fire in a gentle, consistent way is going to help you fire your abdominals to make sure that you're in a good alignment always. Okay, so we're sitting here crisscross, and I want you to just push your hands on your knees here. And you're going to think about gently drawing up a tissue out of a box. That's the image here, or a claw in one of those arcade games. I do like the tissue analogy. It's a little bit gentler here. So what we're going to try to avoid is moving the body here. It's virtually going to be no movement visible. So you're going to pull that, gently contract that pelvic floor, and then you're going to release it. And again, pull it in and release. Good. Last time, pull it in and release. Another way that you can feel this here is doing a squat. So you can be in this position here. If this is uncomfortable, you can sit on a ball or a yoga block here. This might be more comfortable for the hips. You'll be able to get those Achilles down. So again, you're compressing yourself here so that the breath isn't going out. Good. And now, because you have some tactile information there under the pelvic floor, you're going to be able to mobilize it a little bit more. So here you go. Again, that tissue analogy, you're pulling up. Try not to just pull up from the back, the front as well. This is good for men and women. Again, we're connecting to our deep abdominals. And again, you pull it up and release. And again, you can feel the breath here now that we've compressed the abdomen. We're trying to feel the breath here across the sides and backs of our ribs here, as well as we draw in with an inhale, exhale, and you relax. So that's just a few exercises here for you to play around with, maybe do as a warm-up, just to connect with your breath. It's really important at Soul Pilates that we keep that mind-body connection. It's very meditative, and you need that presence to make sure that your body's moving safely, and your breath is the first step. So take those tips home and see how they improve your Pilates practice. We'll see you guys soon.